seeing the kids lose their minds from all the amazing things, all these core memories that are just, bam, they're gonna remember for a lifetime.
Hi Big Lap, we're Benji, Emily, Deb, Jeremy from Grab Life by the Gourlays. We've been travelling for 8 and a bit months and we've got just over 3 months left to go. Okay, why did we decide to do a big lap?
Well, we always like travelling.
Yeah, we travelled before we had kids.
Yep, travel the world. I've done 62 countries. You've done
I don't keep
a whole
count.
stack. Anyway, travelling is what we love, and we thought, well, why not see our home country? Because it looks absolutely amazing.
What was your life like before the big lap? Well, Emily had finished kindy, so we're from Queensland, so kindy is different to kindy New South Wales and Queensland. Kindy is more daycare-ish for Queensland. So then she started prep just before we left. Benji had already done a year of school. So they were busy, they were forming friendships. I was doing shift work as a nurse, which I will go back to, but only part-time.
I work in the community as a nurse, so we're both nurses. We both met on our... Okay.
We're going down the cheesy storyline.
All right, we're not going down cheesy storyline.
Okay.
But anyway, we're both nurses. We both love our jobs, and
I probably love mine more than you love yours, let's be honest.
Well, mate, being out here, where would you rather be? Come on, to be honest.
Yeah, I like going to the beach, don't get me wrong, but I do have a very good team and I do miss my friends.
Yes. Oh, 100%. Yes.
How did you prepare for your big lap? What things did you need to do before you left? So we kept our house, we didn't sell it, we've just rented it out, so we had to get ready for renting. Now, anyone who's lived in a 30-year-old house knows that there's things you just put up with because it's your house and you'll get to it at some point down the future. That doesn't apply when you want to rent it out. You have to fix all those things.
Yes.
So we were really busy changing out light switches and all the silly things that you're like, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. Or the fan that only went on one speed. Swap all those out.
All the things that you put up with yourself, but if you're
like,
a tenant...
I'll get to it at some point, it doesn't bother me, like, it's not the end of the world, but...
Yeah, so just before we left, we were hectic busy.
Yeah, we put all our stuff in storage. We had to get a new car, because we bought a van.
Yep.
We had the van, 18 months before we left, roughly 18 months before we left.
Yeah.
So we were only going to caravan parks at minimum weight because our old car couldn't tow the weight of the van fully loaded. So we had to get a new car, which was a big delay thanks to COVID wait lists for everything. So it took 10 months to get a car, and then it was setting the car up, which was your job.
So the car that we did get was a Nissan Patrol Series 5, and we set that up for touring and towing a caravan.
How do we choose the setup? So we did the usual typical progression. Started as a tent, had a rooftop tent for the weekend trips. Then we went to Hardford rear fold camper trailer. Then we went to a Jayco Swan Outback. And we had kids.
Pop top.
And then we started looking at getting like a hybrid, more just to make it easier for like those weekend trips away. There wasn't quite as much setup. And then I walked into a caravan in a caravan show and went, ooh, well this is nice.
Yes,
let's get one of these.
Yeah. Now,
so the budget went from here to here very quickly.
Yes, but definitely worth it. But it's it's not the most expensive caravan, but it does us well. And it's not the biggest. It's a 19'6" Marvel Thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Full off-road caravan.
Anything you'd change if you were starting again? No, I'd still have a car and a caravan. I wouldn't go anything else. There's a few little cosmetic things in the van we would change. No swing out bathroom doors, people. They are a pain in the backside and someone is forever being hit. What else?
Well, we changed out our chemical toilet for a composting toilet.
Yes, we got a composting toilet.
That is a game changer. The most we've been is 5 weeks without emptying the solids.
Yep.
Guess you guys don't need to know that, but it does make a big difference when you're off grid for sure.
Yes. Anything else we changed?
We got more solar. We took out the...
No, things we would change if we were doing it again.
Well, if we can afford it, probably airbags.
Yeah, not the be-all end-all.
Not the be-all end-all, but it does... I'm sure it would make turning up to camp easier than getting the levels out, which is not the biggest
So
issue.
it's the person who doesn't do the leveling part. He just gets directions of backwards. Yep, on, hold it. I'll put the chocks in. Yep, done.
Someone's got to drive.
Yeah, well, someone's got to direct you. So.
Yes. Okay.
Anyway. All right, what kind of camps do you stay at and why? We do a mix of everything. So we go free camps, caravan parks, national parks, Hipcamps,
Yep. Beach
farm
camp.
stays, beach camps, roadside stops that are free, like the 24-hour ones. We've done those. We've done them all. We're not that fussy. We're fully self-contained and off-grid, so we can survive. Well, let's say we did 3 weeks in the Gibb, no power at all in those 3 weeks, and that was easy. So
Yeah, that was good.
we're not worried about that. How do you find the best camps? WikiCamps is our
It's our
number one
go-to.
search guide, and then word of mouth. Like we found some other places from talking to other people along the way, and where they've liked and not liked, or just Google searching other people's posts. I spend a lot more time researching than Jeremy does.
I do a lot more driving than Deb does.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's the best camping spot you've stayed?
Well, for me, it has been Bard Creek. It's a free camp. It's right on the beach.
It's north of Broome.
Yeah, the Dampier Peninsula. Amazing place there.
You will get pinstripes on your van and car though, just be warned.
Yes.
There's no two ways about it. That was one of my favourite ones too, actually.
Yep.
Piece of advice you can give to future lappers about camps, caravan parks, etc. Okay, if it is a free camp or a beach or anywhere really, please don't park right on top of everybody. There is plenty of space. Spread out, people. You can still play, like our kids are off playing with the other camps next over there, but we're not right on top of each other.
Yep.
And it's really annoying when someone literally rocks up right next to you and you're like, there's heaps of room. Spread out, people. We don't camp in this sort of place to then have everybody on top of each other. If you want one in particular and you're not flexible with dates, book it in advance, because some of them are popular and really hard to get into.
Yes.
We've only had one that we had to really juggle a little bit, and that was Narooma on the east coast, New South Wales, and we just had to go somewhere else for a week and then kind of wiggle our way to it. But we still got in. So just depends if you have a tight schedule you've got to follow or not.
Yeah.
Realities of van life.
Well, you're living with each other 24/7, and well, as funny as some people may be, they can get on people's nerves.
Yep.
100%, and you could get on like a house on fire, and then everybody needs their own space, really, and either go for a walk, do an exercise, but yeah, the realities of full-time van life. Well, look, it's not all rainbows and sunshines,
No,
but there are a lot of rainbows and it's a lot of sunshine.
Yeah.
Don't be discouraged from doing it thinking, you're owning a little bit of space for a long period of time. You can always get a break somehow.
All right, what's something you know now but didn't before you left? I didn't count in the fact how often you'd be servicing your car. It's a lot of Ks. Like Jeremy's car normally only goes a very short drive to and from home and work.
Yep.
So it would get one service a year, and it's so far up to 3.
Yes. So with the Nissan Patrol, it's every 10,000. So we've done 30.
Yeah.
At least.
What is your favourite thing about travelling?
Meeting people is a highlight. Like meeting the cool travellers that are like-minded, seeing the kids just lose their minds from all the amazing things that they see and experience.
Yep.
That all these core memories that are just bam, that they're gonna remember for a lifetime, and talk about it, and hopefully take their kids as well. I mean, that's a long way away, but
Considering ours are 5 and 7, yes.
yes. But yeah, just making those core memories with the kids, seeing places that you would never ever, get a chance. Guess being in your hometown or your home state. Just also getting out of your comfort zone is a big thing. We've had a lot of challenges.
Okay, my favourite thing is probably actually watching the kids. Like when we left, they wouldn't approach other kids in caravan parks. they would kind of stay with, like, if we were with other friends, they would just stay with their friends. They wouldn't go off and introduce themselves to other kids, and they're a lot more confident now since we left.
Yep.
Is van life everything you thought it would be?
Well, I think it is, and more, as in, well, how do you put this? Look, there are tough times for sure, 100%.
You're parenting in a different location if you're traveling with kids, basically. Like, you're still parenting regardless, but then you're also throwing in things like maintenance on the car, maintenance on the van. Things rattle loose all the time. There's always something that needs fixing, and everyone's in a confined space. But then, as someone, I don't even know who said it, but I read it somewhere, it said you could be parenting at home and watching them in the backyard, or you could be parenting them at home, parenting them in the van, and watching them on a beach. Which one would you prefer to look at?
Yep.
So you look for the positives. If you only look for the negatives, you'll find the negatives. Trust me, you'll find the negatives. But look for the positives and you'll find them. What is a van life myth? The amount of downtime you think you're going to get.
Yeah, true. Before we left, we thought, look, we'll be traveling, we're not working, we'll have more time for this and that.
You know.
It's
Because you're
true.
either socialising with other families.
Yep.
So then you're not doing things that you were going to do in your van or whatever. If you pull into a town, I can guarantee you there's washing and errands that need to be done because you've been off grid for 3 weeks or however long. Or the car's in for being serviced, so then there's nothing else you can do because you're sitting there waiting for the car.
Yep. You're off doing things with the kids.
You're exploring all day.
Yep.
And then come bedtime, by the time you get the kids into bed, unless you're a super duper late night owl like Jeremy, you've probably got 2.5 hours before you should be going to bed.
Yes.
And you're exhausted, so all you want to do is read a book.
Yep.
Not do anything else.
Yeah.
Tell us about a scary or funny time you can remember being on the road.
Oh, scary or funny?
Scary or funny?
Mate, where do you start?
I don't know.
Um,
Scary would be the time the brake lines all decided they were going to be shattered by rocks. That was fun. Not?
Yeah, so the Unadata wasn't kind to us. Yes, a few things broke.
In the middle of nowhere?
Yes, but not our spirit.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So we're in the middle of nowhere. 2 brake lines snap off the van. What else? We lost some
We lost the jockey wheel, the water tank.
Water tank.
Well, a connector, so the tank drained out. We didn't lose the tank.
No, so we had, drained all the water out of our tank, so we had no water or minimal. The solar system started to smoke.
The wires were arcing off of each other.
Yep, and if we weren't in the van that day, I guess.
Oh, we'd have no van.
Yeah,
there's no way
would have
about
started
it.
a fire.
Smoking by the time we found out where it actually was coming from.
Yep, so I guess it was accumulative things of all that. That was probably the scariest.
What is an item you couldn't live without? My Kindle and Kobo. Yes, I have two. Sorry, everybody, but I'm a book hog.
Yes, she is. She loves to read her books. Oh, I guess.
And
my
that
camera.
Case, probably then Starlink too, because then I wouldn't be able to get new books.
Yes. All right. Well, that could be broken up into a lot of different segments because.
We don't have all day, people.
Okay. All right. What's one thing I couldn't live without? Well, apart from you, but you're not an item.
All right. Moving on. Cheesy.
Well, you're a hot item. Anyway.
Cheesy.
I know you could probably do without my jokes.
Yeah, easily.
Probably a camera to capture all this beauty.
Camera doesn't always do it justice, though.
It doesn't.
No.
But you can try, and you can. Yeah, it doesn't, but I guess it does something.
Yeah. All right. What's the downside of doing a big lap? I've got friends who've had babies, so I have not met their babies in their newborn days like they met our kids. So by the time we get home, they'll have a 9-month-old. So I miss out on that a lot, and friends and family.
All right. What's the downside for me?
I don't know. You're used to living away from your family, so it's not any different for you. My family's 10 minutes away normally. Homeschooling.
Oh,
Don't recommend that.
yes. And hats off to you guys out there that do it full time.
For years on end.
For years on end. We salute you because, yes, it's a tough gig. That's probably the downside of it all for me.
All right, financial plan for the big lap. So we saved our butts off for years.
Yep.
Car and caravan, we didn't get a loan as such. We just took equity out of the house and then left that on a separate mortgage so that we can pay it back as fast as we want.
So you're getting mortgage rates.
Yeah, so you get a
instead
mortgage
of
interest rate
loan rates,
and we'll pay it back. Not in 30 years, we'll pay it back much faster.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But it meant we didn't have to stress about it this year whilst we were taking a gap year because it was a lower interest rate and lower repayments then.
Plus we both took leave.
Yeah, we got 6 months annual
Long
leave
service.
and 6 months
Long service leave.
We just took it at a reduced rate, so you're on half pay and I'm on 1 shift a week.
Yep.
But our permanent levels of job, if you're not in the government, you wouldn't understand FTE, but our normal positions are still there when we get back.
Yep. And then obviously we rent out our house, so that
pays the
mortgage.
Pays the actual mortgage of the house. So yes, wiping out our savings and still getting paid a little bit whilst we're on the road. We haven't needed to work on the road. We were open to it if we needed to, but so far we've been okay.
Yep.
How much do you spend per week? Or this varies. So I budgeted $1,500 per week before we left, which is what we were sitting at at the start, and then we gave up tracking because it got too hard.
Yeah.
But some weeks we spend nothing. Like some weeks I look at our bank, so like we get paid fortnightly from what we still earn from our actual jobs at home. And so I just leave that in the account and then I will check the account. And some weeks we've barely touched it, and other weeks we've bought 4 tanks of fuel in 3 days and I have to transfer money out of the savings account. Like it really varies depending on how many Ks you're doing, where you're staying. Like when we stayed at Monkey Mire, we spent quite a lot of money just on food and drink and eating out, like stuff we don't normally do. But yeah, then you come here and it's $15 per night for the car. Like you don't pay per person, it's $15 for a family, and we're spending nothing else because the fuel's already in the car to get here, and that's it.
If you're at Bard Creek on the Dampier Peninsula, that's free, and that was on the beach.
It varies so much. Like we've met people who's spending $2,000 a week. Some people are only spending $800 because they're moving super slow and they're planning to lap for 2 or 3 years. Everyone's circumstances are different.
It all varies, yeah.
And what do you do to save money while traveling? So because we are still being paid, I've been putting a little bit of money away in an account for when we get home because we'll have house insurance and all that sort of stuff due straight away.
Yep.
And I have to get a new car because we sold my car before we left. But otherwise, we don't eat out a lot. I'm the only one who drinks alcohol, and I only have a couple of drinks a week, if that. So that's not a huge expense for us.
No.
We pretty much just cook all our own food, and we try and stock up in like Coles and Woolies and your bigger shops before we go through the smaller towns, so we're not spending huge amounts in the IGAs. I know that's not as great for the local towns, but unfortunately it is what we have to do if we want to keep going.
And plus with the Coles or the Woolies.
More Woolies.
Oh, okay.
Woolies, we have the Everyday Rewards Extras Plus. I think it's just Everyday Rewards Extras now.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever it was. We bought ours last year when they had a sale. It was $35 for the year. We got that back in like less than a month. So you get 10% off your Woolies shop and your Big W shop once a month, up to $50. So I just try and use it strategically. So if I only need to go to Woolies and buy 5 things, then I'm not going to use it then. But if I know I'm doing a big shop before we leave town, I'll use it then so that we can save anywhere between $40 and $50, really.
Yeah.
Which we got coming up this week. Go do that.
Yep.
Biggest splurge, and was it worth it? Biggest splurge has been Horizontal Falls overnight tour, and 100% worth it.
Yes, I was a bit iffy because it's like, oh,
it was a lot of money for 4 people to go and do it.
Yep, it was.
But it was a serious bucket list item, and we all loved every second of it.
Yeah, I mean, I blocked the price out of my mind, but it was about 5.
Yeah, but you do that all the time.
Yeah, but
it was
probably about 5.
4,700 maybe.
Yeah, almost $5,000.
Almost $5,000. So,
but the
for
kids,
like literally an overnight tour, but it was phenomenal.
it was amazing. Core memories uploaded 100% for the kids.
Oh yeah, worth it. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. It was great. Is there anything you bought but don't use as much as you thought, or it wasn't worth the money? We changed a few things and sent a whole bunch of stuff home. So we had all like genuine Tupperware containers in their cupboards, and I've swapped them all out now for Systema Ultras because they just fit our cupboards better.
Yep.
So we sent all that back to my parents' place. I bought like my cookbooks for the Thermomix, and then ended up downloading all the PDF versions, and I just use the PDF version on my phone. So I sent the cookbooks home. So just things like that. I bought more games than we would have needed, really, like board games and stuff for the kids to do. But
all that downtime we thought we would have.
well, also I bought it because of bad weather, but touch wood, we haven't really had much bad weather. So
No.
if the days that have been a bit yuck, we've just watched movies because we haven't really all sat down as a family to watch a movie, which we would do at home. Like we'd have movie weekends at home, and we haven't done that. So that's probably it. Biggest advice you can give to future lappers? Just go. Make it work somehow.
Yep, you don't need the biggest and the best setup.
No.
You just need something that's going to work for you within your budget.
You need a reliable car.
Yep.
And somewhere that's comfortable for you all to sleep.
Yes.
Like, try and minimise your setup. Like, if you've all got to pack up a swag every day and it's rainy and whatever, you're not going to want to. You're not going to enjoy that.
No.
But if you can get an older caravan and there's a bed for each of you, and you might have to go use a shower block in the toilet occasionally or whatever in a caravan park, go for gold.
Yeah. We've seen so many different setups.
So many different.
From rooftop tent to bus to van to caravan to hybrids to
older style like Viscounts and expanders.
Yep.
Literally massive, expensive rigs that probably cost half the cost of our house.
Yeah.
Like,
but they're all doing it.
Everyone's doing it. Just work within your means. There's plenty of work on the road. We've met so many people who've stopped for work. People have stopped and got jobs as medical receptionists, cleaners in caravan parks.
Yep.
If you're a tradie, you'll pick up and work like literally like that because they're crying out for it, especially up north.
Yep.
We've met travelling nurses. Benji actually hurt his arm, and when I took him to ED, the nurse that was there doing triage and everything told me, she's like, oh, I'm not from here, I'm travelling around. And then we saw her like 2 days later on one of the hikes, and then again the next day on the hike. So
yeah,
you can make it work.
Yeah, 100%. Just
go.
do it. Just go. Yeah.
And yes, the schooling's annoying, but
yeah, and that all depends on what state you're from.
Yeah, and depends on your kids too. Emily's quite happy to sit there and do it, but doesn't always pay attention. So then I get frustrated because she's not listening.
Yep.
Benji, it's like pulling teeth.
Yes.
Because he just doesn't want to do it. But that's probably more of a stereotypical boy behaviour anyway.
Boys just want to go and play.
He just wants to play. He has no interest in sitting still. I don't know how he sits still in a classroom, to be honest, but...
No, well, I don't know. He's got his mates there.
The teachers work their magic, I guess.
Yes. Hats off to you guys too.
Oh, yeah. And yes, we've met plenty of teachers travelling too.
Yes. And that, also found teaching jobs on the road.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stopping and doing things. Some of them are setting up like online academies for other families to use because they've got the knowledge of the curriculums, and yeah, working in a pub, anything. There's heaps of work out there.
Yeah. You can, if you want to, you can always make it work.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Woohoo! High five!